Yo, what's up, everybody? RageCage20 here. Got something new. Got something new up my sleeve. This sleeve right here, it's really far down, but it's technically up there. I was looking up a video for another artist. I think I was either trying to look up the videos for Lacuna Coil or Icon for Hire. Don't remember. It feels like one of those two, but I don't remember. And it got to that little section, you know, when you're like scrolling through something and then like a 3 or 4 will show up like recommended for you based off other stuff you watch that has nothing to do with what you typed in the search. So why it's there in general, I don't know. It's like maybe they think if you're scrolling long enough you don't find anything, maybe you want to watch something you've seen before. I don't know. It's a little weird, but we're not here to question YouTube. What happened was a video scrolled up by a group I've never heard of. I think they're newish, but no idea. And the music video looked, I just see this redhead girl covered in blood, and it looked metal as fuck. And I was like, you have my attention. You have my attention. So, band never heard of before. I think it's pronounced Ankor, but I like to say Ankor because I don't know. I like to have fun. Prisoner is the video here today. I don't know what to expect. It says hashtag metal in the as one of the tags and whatnot. So I gotta imagine it's gonna be heavy. It looks like there's a female fronted singer. I'm interested. I'm very interested. So let's find out what we got here. Now, of course, with any band I've never heard of before, there's a chance that I might not like this. So just keep that in mind if you're huge Ankor fans. Just keep that in mind. I might not like it, and I will share my feelings. So here we go.
Survive.
Okay, give me a second here. I gotta finish up these final thoughts of mine. I'm trying to remember what it is I wanted to say. I'm sure that works. I think I'll remember what that means. Who knows? Alright, y'all. Oh, I got so much to say. This one might take a while, but you already knew that if you clicked on this video. That's something I always like. It's more of me telling myself because I know you all know. Because you see the duration of this video, and you're more discovering like, oh, here's why it took so long. That's more what you get to discover. For me, it's just like I'm sitting here, just like this might take a while because I got a lot to say, and I'm very non-succinct. Let's put it that way. Long-winded, and yes, this one might take a little bit. There's so much that happened here, both inside the music and outside the music. Not even when I say outside the music, I'm not even talking about the music video. So let's talk about something, all right? Because I feel like it's something you're not allowed to talk about because you're not allowed to bring up certain social issues and stuff because you don't want to upset people. Blah 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 blah. But here's the thing about that. I don't give a fuck. So that's all you need to know. Let's continue. Let's talk about women, shall we? Let's talk about the ladies. Okay, so for the longest time, and this is just coming from personal experiences and personal viewpoints. We have opposing and differing viewpoints. Cool, that is awesome. That's what makes the world spin, baby. But don't come after me because of just what I viewed through my lens and scope, as wide or limited as it may be. And also, have I shown you this? So, it's Viva La Dirt reference for all you out there. If you're not, check them out. Do such. They're amazing. Fucking hilarious. Anyways, so let's talk about the ladies here. For the longest time, as I mentioned, there was not a lot of women in metal. We're talking especially 70s, 80s, even 90s. 2Ks were starting to creep up. We're starting to creep a little bit more in. But for the longest time, there's really not a lot of women in metal, and it could have been from societal stuff. Like, I don't know. I haven't studied shit. I'm just speaking from just thoughts here. From like, oh, women aren't supposed to be in this. It's too heavy for women. Women don't do stuff like that, or whatever bullshit that also kept women away from stuff like video games and stuff like that. To where it's like, oh, that's what men do. Women don't do that, so shit like that. So there was this long periods of time where it was just all guys in metal and whatnot. And then women started to come into the metal game, which is awesome, especially since so many of them were vocalists, because that brings in that beautiful contrast between kind of the sometimes darker, more aggressive, harsher nature of male vocals, lower and deeper whatnot, and gives us this kind of softer, higher chance for higher pitch harmonies and a lightness to the heaviness. as well as when women start to get aggressive and have those harsh vocals and screaming and stuff like that. It also, more often than not, has a higher pitched tone to it. But also, as many women have shown, they can also hit those low fucking growls as well, which is awesome. You get this huge range and dynamic that you didn't really have a whole lot of access to unless the singer spent a long time, the male singer spent a long time practicing their vocal range and really going for stuff, like spending years and years training and studying on this stuff. But for the longest time, like if you had a woman in metal, they were the singer or they were the keyboardist. That's it. That was like it. But now we're starting to get somewhere. We're finally, and this is why I didn't get into it, but I said a comment that the bassist was not a huge fan of. I saw a picture, a thumbnail for this new song for this like stream death metal band, and I saw a woman and I was like, oh, cool, it's gonna be awesome. A woman just shredding out rocking and metal. That's fucking awesome. We need to see more of that. And then I found out they were the bass player. Now, the reason why I say that it's like, oh, well, okay. It's because, like, even the most extreme death metal, like, sure, you have really fast blasting beats, like, stuff going on and whatnot, but the bass is still not, like, the most exciting in the group. It is one of the most fundamental, like, needs to be in almost every group ever. You need to have some form of bass. Bass is absolutely essential, and it's very important, and that's awesome, but it's not flashy. Right? It's not flashy, and the reason I want more like female guitarists and female drummers is because that's flashy, and that's going to show a bunch of other girls like, look at what the fuck we can do. Like, look, women, we can fucking do this sick ass solo and just be fucking shredding our fucking face off too. And I feel like that will get more women into metal, so we can have more awesome rocking female musicians. That's a long-winded way to get to this point here, to where it's like two groups I've seen recently, both with The Warning, which I made a video of, but we'll never see the light of day because it wasn't great. The song itself was fantastic. It's just, I don't know, something happened. I wasn't on my A game, and I wasn't happy with it. But one day I'll get back to them. And this song, because like I saw the picture and it was like, oh, there's two girls in there, really cool. Maybe the other girl would do backup vocals or something, or maybe even maybe even a little bit of guitar work. Seeing that other girl fucking shredding ass on that guitar, or not the guitar, the drums, was so fucking cool. And it's really awesome because, you know, if all y'all know White Stripes with Jack and his ex, which I think they were like, there's like a whole thing with that band. Like they were married when they started or something like that, and then they got divorced or something. So like really soon, but either before or after they started the band. And so they didn't get questions. She just pretended to still have his last name, and they just pretend like they were sisters or something like that. I think that's kind of what went on with that group, if I remember correctly, or that could be one of those things that's like famously misquoted or something. I do not know. But it's like, you know, like you see a girl in one of these rockin' flashy positions. You're hoping they're not doing, you know, her just do 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 do. You know, you want to see them actually do something awesome and whatnot. So I'm just really long-winded way to wrap it all back in here. See, I'm just really happy to see more women in metal playing more than just I'm playing chords on the keyboard. This is what women do, and just fucking shredding their ass off, both vocally, guitarly. Well, I guess all, because both would be two. But anyways, and drumly, which are all words. Look them up in the dictionary, you'll find them. I'm seeing more women in the forefront of metal. It's fucking awesome. I love that shit. So, yeah, that's the outside of the band, or outside of the song stuff I was talking about. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about inside the band, the music. Like, so much shit happened in that song. And by the way, I was just thinking I'm probably going to put chapters in here. So, you know, because there's going to be long sections of talking, and I I know people get bored by that. So, I'll put chapters in here. For all y'all with them short attention spans. I'm just taking shots at everyone today. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with me. I'm in a fighting mood. I want to fight someone. Yeah, there was so much that happened. Just right out the gate, screaming, amazing screaming vocals on her. It also sounds like she had. It sounded like there was also one of the male musicians in there was also harmonizing and screaming, harmonizing with her at points. But then like there was so many different switch ups in there. There was like some like electronica stuff going on in there. There was like when we got to the chorus, it felt like we were in like a pop or maybe an alt rock group. There was some rapping in there, I think, at some point, some spoken word rapping like stuff. Like this song went places. It went all the places, and every single place that it went sounded good. Like, there's just there's times, right, that YouTube suggests shit for me. And I usually, a lot of times I don't listen, but occasionally something pops through that I just look at it and I just got a good feeling about it. And every time I'm like, all right, okay, YouTube, I'm listening, don't disappoint me. Has been The Agonist. That's how I discovered The Agonist and started finding more female screamers way back early 2010s. That's how I found the Warning, but that was it was like a year or two ago. But I had the other one in my head. A little bit Icon for Hire, but that was Spotify. There's another one in there. I don't remember, but Amaranth. That's how I found Amaranth. Yeah, just how I found some groups, and it's just like, you know what, YouTube, you know what's up. So this is one of them. Like, I have a feeling I'm gonna be coming back to this band multiple times. But to really, really appreciate and remember why, because I went off on such a long tangent that I can't even remember the awesomeness that I just heard. Well, at least all of it. We got to go back through that. I mean, we were going to anyways, but like, let's really go back through that so we can really enjoy and talk on why. I think I just found another favorite group right here. So good on you, YouTube. that was the right suggestion. And apparently, I mean, it looks cool. Like they're adding this in chapters and whatnot. Because I knew they had other music videos and stuff. So maybe Oblivion, or I think there's one other that I saw people reacting to is chapter 1 or something. I'm gonna have to go check that out. It's like Skin before Skin got rid of the chapters. Actually, technically didn't it, but it's like it's weirdly organized now, and it took them a long time to organize the other ones into chapter 3. Anyways, so yeah, okay, what did I put down here? I talked so long. I'm gonna reset the video, and then we're gonna spend the second part of this video just going through this crazy stuff. All right, let's see what we got here at the beginning. So, talked about the drums, but I'll definitely look more in depth on what's going on there. I spent so much time writing, which is always a good sign, especially the band I've never heard before. If I'm just like constantly writing stuff, like that's a really good sign. Or if I write absolutely nothing because I'm just so lost in what was happening that we have to go through the whole song, that's also a good sign. But anyways. Yeah, straight into the crazy metal right out the gate, right into the screams plus harmonies, plus she did a back and forth between her singing, her clean singing voice and her screaming voice. I fucking love that. That's just my bread and butter. I live for that shit. Ever since I started getting into metal with Korn and Jonathan Davis and whatnot, and the way he'd go back and forth between his voices, got hooked and addicted onto that like out the fucking gate. With metal, I think Korn, Metallica, and I think a little bit Slipknot, I think were my introductions to metal, which great bands to do such, really. Now that I think about it, but yeah, pretty sure those were the first kind of groups I started listening to. Anywho, so yeah, So yeah, all that we're looking at all that before it gets into the chorus around, I don't know, 40 45 seconds here. So let's fucking go. We got a lot to get through here. So at first I just thought this was kind of an introduction sound, which it pretty much is. But now hearing the whole song, I realize these kind of introduction of these kind of electronic, almost like electronica. Like there were some parts where it felt like I was listening to some kind of like dubstep song, like out here from maybe back when it was like the shit from like none like Joshua, Boy in a Band, did a little bit, some kind of what's his face, Dan Bull, stuff like that. To where like there's parts where it sounded like the beautiful open voice and stuff after all the dubstep and rapping and stuff was going on. So a lot of different kind of like EDM kind of electronic sounds and stuff being a part of here, and that kind of started us off here. But I just thought it was ancillary, wasn't coming back or anything. But now they ingrained that within the song. Let that pulse dun 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 dun. I like that. That's nice right there. So getting a little flashes there, and I'm pretty sure that's her covered in blood later in the shower and whatnot. And it's giving me this feeling that it's about to drop, and then once you see all the blood and stuff, I think it's when they like kick it off. I think like visually to auditorially there, that's a great combination of video and music. Whew. I don't want to go off on another tangent, so I'll wait until we actually see the tattoo. But I do want to talk about that tattoo that I saw that I mentioned when the video was playing. So that rhythm, first off, really cool. Also with that kind of electronic sounds going on over the top, and then her voice kind of barely whispering in there, like a little bit of singing going on. Like that was a nice effect. God, I love that rhythm. Like that's sick. Yeah, right there, right at the end when it dipped into that lower one, it doesn't sound like her doing a low voice. It sounds like someone else's timbre and tone to their voice. So I feel like someone else in their band can scream as well and is adding their vocals in there as well. And then when it right after it jumps off of that, what we just paused on there, it definitely sounds like another male voice comes in. But I gotta say, nice tone on those screaming there. So much that's happening there. So it sounds like I feel like I just heard four voices right there, four, maybe even more. Um, so you clearly have her voice, which also sounds like that male voice I was talking about. Sounds like it still could be there, but it also sounds like it's her voice, like not necessarily auto tune, but like uh an effect on it to make it sound more like electronic robot like, but like transposed up like a third or a fifth or something. um and then you also hear the screaming going on in the background. I don't know if it's just her layered on herself with different effects multiple times, or if someone else is actually singing in it and the group. I could see arguments for either or both. I don't know, but that's some cool layering and harmony going on there. Hold a tick. So there's a lot to go through in this, and I want to make sure that I get it all. Did it switch? Hold on. Sorry. Okay, no. It really sounds like I feel like the snare, it could be either in the space that it was recorded in or intentionally like either when it was recorded or after it was recorded in post effects and whatnot. I feel like it is like it's the drummers. She's like purposely pushing the tempo a little bit, like she's playing right on the, like right in front of the tempo, so she's still on beat, but like it's just so close enough that it really sounds like those snare hits are coming in on the offbeat. But the more I keep timing it out, it's like, no, those are on the beat, but it sounds like something is syncopated in here. It sounds like something is kind of pushing off the beat a little bit there. So I feel like she's playing like a little bit in front of the beat, so it sounds like she's like right up, actually hitting on the offbeat, but she's not. But the echo of it kind of sounds like it's on the offbeat. Either way, that's a really cool effect that's going on with the drums there. I really had to zone in on that for a second because that was important to me. The sounds, like, damn, that's catchy as fuck. And that with all the, like, again, electronic like effects that are going in on the vocals, but also just being played as electronic effects in the same pitch and tone alongside her. That's so good. That's so good. Now let me look at the lyrics here. I didn't mention the lyrics later, but let's look at the lyrics here because I want to hear what she's going back and forth between herself here. I never thought I'd be the one who need a helping hand. Never thought I'd burn down to ashes until this terrifying darkness took a hold of me until I couldn't breathe. Now, I love the da 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 da, like that, just that punch in there, that they're stressing the downbeat of of those words and whatnot, and when they do that, it switches to the screaming voice. That back and forth is so clever and unique. Yeah, and again, using this kind of electronica sounds on her voice, it almost sounds like autotune, but it's not. But like kind of like the using autotune as a like a musical instrument kind of thing is just that thin like that's kind of like just buzzing on her vocal notes the whole time is just so fucking cool. So it sounds like it's switching between this like robotic EDM to metal screaming back and forth. So fucking cool, man. And now we get to the chorus here. 50 seconds in here, we get to the chorus, and like I swear I'm hearing like not only the physical appearance help as well, but I feel like I'm getting like some Paramore, Haley from no, not Haley, sorry, Addie. Addie from Hailstorm, maybe even a little bit of Elizabeth May. I said Halcyon. Did I say Hailstorm? I meant Halcyon. Addie from Halcyon, if I didn't say that, and then a little bit of Hailstorm in there as well, like Elizabeth May, hail from Hailstorm. Um, like I'm getting that. I'm getting this like pop rock. It's like we just went from EDM metal, heavy metal, to pop rock. What the fuck is going on? And I love it. Don't ever stop. Let's hear this chorus, man. So pop. But I also like the little jump up she does there. Right, and then I get, oh god damn, that's scary to stop on. Shit. All right, yeah, we'll talk about what just happened there in a second. Looking at these lyrics, focusing on this. Oh god, this could go into different. Many different possibilities of what the song is about. It could be about multiple things. It could be about one thing specifically. Just with certain words, like, you know, I didn't think I'd be the one need a helping hand. As terrifying darkness taking hold of me and whatnot. It could easily be about, you know, and with the word title prisoner, and I don't want, you know, I'm my own prisoner trapped in the cell. It could be obviously about mental health and whatnot, trapped inside your head, and, you know, prisoner to the voices or whatever. This is that terrifying darkness and whatnot. But also in here, it's my blood that's on my hands. I mean, again, that could be self-harm, but also blood. It's my blood on my hands. Locked myself inside the mirror again. Now my reflection's breaking. And of course, this all could be linked together between the two, but like it could be like personal image issues. You know, locked inside the mirror again, not liking what you're seeing or something, and that could be relating to that. But the words, I don't want to be the one to forget. Like that's it's making me think. If I just that's that line alone, I don't know if that's a non sequitur or if that's part of the whole situation or not. But I mean, I don't know. That could be memory loss issues like Alzheimer's or something, or just some kind of defect or something. I don't know if that. I don't know. That one feels like it's a separate topic from everything else that seems to gel well together. But I don't know. I like the lyrics. Really good lyrics as well in here. Really cool. Now, the whispers, though. The post-chorus whispers. Let's get to that. So now we've gotten back to this electronica sounds and stuff coming in with these whispers. Such a cool mix. Love the intensity of these whispers. Nice bass in there as well. Will I survive? And after the screams, kind of spoken, "Will I survive?" Or before the before after I don't know. Before the screams kick in, after this intense whispering, which is a huge contrast between the whispering and the screaming. Great effect there. But just spoken word, "Will I survive?" And then the screams just drop back and everything is crazy heavy and everything like that. Now I love the combo of that. "I'm my own prisoner. No one's ever escaped from this hell." Those are some bars right there. Those are some motherfucking bars there. Let's get that transition into back into the screaming, man. What do I got after this? Lyrics. I'll have to check out the lyrics again. Yeah, no, I'm definitely feeling more of the, sorry, looking glancing at the lyrics, I'm feeling more of the mental health popping back in. Uh, into okay, there's so much. There's just so much. I think I said the lyrics, but bringing back into don't know what, but bringing back into something. Getting a very heavy electronica section, plus rapping, and it's fine. There's just so much going on here. I guess we should just let it keep going and discover it again.
Will I survive?
Ooh, yeah. Again, I like that heavy electronic influence just kind of coming back in with this very interesting sounds to it. Very very cool. I don't remember what exact lyrics I was talking about. Uh, but I don't know. Just I mean, we can talk about really all any of them and all of them. Like I feel it creeping, it's taking control of me. I feel its power is here to consume me. I hear the footsteps right behind me is whispering in my ear. All of that can be just any of those lyrics could have been what I was talking about. But I like the general, I guess, theme of this song in general, but also that like rap like bridge. Hello, let's fucking go. Hell yeah, great freeze frame. That's how you know you're getting into it, man. That's what's up right there. Um, now that we get into this rap section, I'm really getting like an Icon for Hire kind of vibe in here as well with the electronic sounds mixed with the spoken rap. That's that's good shit, man. Thing I love is that I know I'm gonna be popping this song on repeat. This is so good. All right, let's go back into that rap section. Yes, that's just fucking sick, man. Screaming there. Okay, I'm trying to pause someplace where you can't. Well, I'm not trying to be staring, you know what I'm saying? Because I've purposely not been looking at even though I appreciate the openness to be like, hey, I'm gonna take a shower in the scene, whatever happens, happens. I'm not trying to be up here like gazing and staring or anything, you know what I'm saying? So let's find a safe place to lock it up here. I have such mixed feelings about this song. All of it good, all of it I love, but it's like I hear the chorus and it's like, man, I could really crank this song at work. But all the crazy metal guitaring and everything and the screaming at the beginning of the song is like, I don't know if this would play very well at work. So it's just like I don't know. I have to listen to it a few times to be like, can I get away with it though? I don't think anyone would stop me, but I'm not here, like it's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not here trying to bring everyone's good time down. I mean, I'm just gonna let it get through the go through the chorus here and just listen to the stuff. I think everything else I have is everything else that comes after this. But I'll just let the chorus keep going because the chorus is so fucking catchy, man. Let's hear that again. That's a sick drum fill right there. I like that. Nice and slow, but just has that good rolling sound kind of to it. I like that. are building, man. It's building right now. All right. This, as Genius is going at post-course section here. We're kind of going back to that, to just speaking and not singing. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it rap, but like we're back to just talking. But it's like a distant echo filter on it, and then the instruments are like building. That drums are rolling like crazy. Everything's building up for something sick coming up in here. And of course the electronic effect, the sound. It's just like everything is building like crazy. It's fucking sick. And you can even hear that like fucking their use of electronica sounds is EDM sounds mixed with this metal breakdown when it's all building up and his voice is distant and spoken, and then it comes right up to the front. I'm My Own Prisoner just screamed and then just starts getting to this heavy metal breakdown with EDM sounds going over the top of it. Like, this is so crazy, the different genres and effects that are all stacking from different music categories all coming into one and sounding so good together. That fucking, look at her legs. That fucking double kick pedal's going crazy. She's riding that drum. Possibly poor phrasing, but it's too awesome to care. This breakdown is sick. And the pause there. Hold on, give me that pause again. Now we're broken. There's a tattoo. I was afraid I was gonna miss it. I was still on my mind. I'm still gonna talk about it regardless, but I wanted to see it. Besides that tattoo, that's really cool and lifelike. I like that. Bringing it all back down. It's just bringing it all back down. This softness after all that craziness just went down. Love that. But I saw this tattoo, and I mean, first off, that would be cool coming from anyone who wasn't in a group, but someone who's in a group. It's like I imagine that was gotten first. But then they're just like, no, now I create my own music, so I guess this works for people singing it to me as well. But I've just never really thought about that before. Thanking people for music. Now I feel like I've seen it in comments now that I think about it. Like, all the simp whores out there. I don't know. Like, I understand because like I listen to this stuff and I'm like freaking out too. Just like, oh man, this is so fucking cool. But I just like, I don't know. I feel like the people that comment just like, oh, this is like the fucking greatest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. All of them together, so good. Just people that just like jerk off in the comments. It's just like I look at those, it's like, okay, man, calm down. Like, but I mean, that is the beauty and the power of music, Like, so like I get it. But I've never really thought about thanking people in general, for giving us music, which is by far and large. There we go. That's the right word. Right phrase there. I'm not just saying this because it's what I do, but like it is by far like one of the most powerful forces in the world, besides potentially love. Though love can often feel like hate, so I don't know. But like, yeah, so just saying thank you for the music, just thanking these musicians that give us stuff that we listen to every single day that affects our lives. It's just like, never thought about that, but that is like the sickest tattoo ever. And I wish I came up with that idea first. So I'm not gonna steal it, but that's sick. Anyways, big breakdown coming down to the soft stuff. Let's listen to that. That piano is so beautiful. It's a beautiful contrast of lightness from the dark and heavy that we were just listening to. And this was the section I was talking about, to where it sounds like in some kind of like dubstep song, to where you have that very high female vocals with all the like light chill step and everything going on or something. Like, so electric. I love it. Boogie woogie woogie. So, I never really stopped to consider this point of interest here in the video. It doesn't sound like she's killed anyone else, because like whenever she's in the shower, it seems like she's freaking out a little bit. So I don't know. Imagine she maybe killed someone and is washing it off, but like the only instance where it talks about this in the music, saying "it's my blood that's on my hands." Now, of course, that could be figuratively and or literally, especially if we're talking about mental health. That could be very much literally. So I imagine this is her own blood, but like that's a lot of blood loss if that was the case. So I feel like she would be like passing out, but then again, it's a music video, so they might not be trying to be realistic or whatnot. But then there's another situation where she's just kind of looking around paranoid or freaked out or whatnot, which I guess could be kind of like afraid in your own body kind of imagery. But then there's another point where she's just straight up dead and bleeding out, like she fell or something. Is that like her jumping off this second story staircase or something and ending it all? Or did she get attacked by someone? Or was it an accident? Like, there's a lot of questions I have with this video. That I'm going to do something I don't often do. Because most of the time I don't like when people tell me stuff. I don't know. I don't like the way people tell me stuff. Because it's so just like, actually, that shit drives me crazy. It's very annoying to me. But in this case, if anyone knows, what's this music video about? Tell me what the scenes mean. I would actually love to know that. But then again, I don't know how many people know this group and are looking up reactions to this group, so who knows if anyone's going to watch this like Icon for Hire, which is unfortunate because they're so amazing and not a lot of people watch that video. But anyways, not important. Continuing. Yeah, and the last kind of things I have here is after that very beautiful soft electronic part where they push back into it, like the vocals are just almost belt level and it's just so passionate and emotional and just pushing through the outro of the song, which is really fucking cool. But I just noticed those lyrics. There's a deep hole in the ground where my dark thoughts come alive. That's crazy bars right there. I love that. And the last line is where my nightmares come alive. Damn. So, she's clearly getting all the blood off of her. I don't know why. What happened? I don't know. Is this after she fell and cracked her head open? I feel like you'd be dead after that. If that much blood's coming out of your head, I don't think you live through that long enough to get up and take a shower. You know what I mean? So, what's going on here? But this ending is so passionate and beautiful. Let's go back a little bit and get like the whole thing. That kind of reminds me of Adam Levine or Levine or whatever it is. Anyways. Yeah, I think that last part there was screamed out. Hold on, let me get all that again. Hold on. Last time, I promise. I like how slow it is from note to note. It just gives it this more open passion to it. Da, 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 da. I just keep going like up and then down the same like 3 or 4 notes. With of course some embellishments and stuff over the top of it. Oh, that riff in the background. I hear the screaming. Yeah, that's good shit right there. That's also a really cool switcher. I might peruse. Okay. So y'all. That was I thought that was long. But I had a feeling it was going to be there when I knew the tangents I was going to go off on and what I just heard in that music. I've gotten to the point where I know. I know me. That was impressive shit. Sorry, the water's about to be poured, so it's a little loud, but it should be quiet now. Okay. I think someone's taking a bath or something. Y'all don't I know I'm not going to. I know I'm gonna be getting on this bad boy right here. For pretty consistently. If this is what they got to offer, then I'm definitely gonna be buying. Like figuratively. By like views. Anyways. And or literally that is a pretty sick shirt right there. I might get in on that. Yeah. Dog. Not only is the vocalist awesome, their instrumentalists are sick, awesome metal riffs, amazing blending of genres of music in there. Again, electronica / EDM stuff with heavy metal with pop and rock elements, just everything blending together in different sections of the song, using each to their strengths to create this amazingly catchy, emotional, and powerful song. Like, don't sleep on this group, man. Like, I'll have to look up how long they've been doing it. I don't know if they've been around for a while and they're just now getting noticed, or if they've been noticed for a while and just all late to the party. I don't know. I think this song came out 2 months ago. 2 months ago. But it does say 2022, so they might have been going on for a year or so. I do not know. Either way, yeah. Don't be sleeping on this group. Much like it's not a good song that I can't remember their name. Reliqua. Like this is like one of the. It looks like one of those groups that not a lot of people have heard of, kind of maybe a little bit underground, but like deserves so much attention because holy shit, what I just heard and saw was impressive as fuck. I feel like it's these like underground, almost like indie like groups that are really bringing some of the like real amazing treasures and stuff that, but not a lot of people get to notice them. That's that. So spread this shit around. Let people know about this group because this is sick. Like this is impressive quality right here. So it's gonna do it for me and my long ass fucking review of this shit. Thank you for joining me. I gotta check out more from this group, but I got a bunch of songs to do today. So we'll see when we get back to that. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.